Welcome back, everyone. We are going to talk about Vlad the Nightborn. By now, I'm sure you've seen his skills. We're going to compare him to other fusions we had in the past. We're also going to compare him to other Void Legendary champions. This guy is not a treat. It is more of a trick. I really don't understand it, but I'm sure you guys have some opinions about it, and I want to know about those down below. Let's review this guy's skills quickly, then we'll go over and look at other champions that do kind of what he does. We'll look at the list of the old fusion champions and we'll see what there is in comparison to this champion. And just think about it. If you go out there and you pull this guy out of Void Shards, if you pull a Vlad, I feel so sorry for you because I know what's going to happen to me. If I pull Vlad, instead of getting a Siphi or a Necrit, I'm going to be extremely pissed off. And if you pull Vlad instead of your Hegemon, Warlord, Siphi, Necrit, whatever else you're trying to get out there, I honestly would probably rank this guy the lowest of the low when it comes to Void Legendary champions. Let me know if you agree with me down below. Of course, I'm still going to get him. It's a fragment fusion. It's going to be easy to get. I'm going to pick him up, yes. But remember, he's a Void Legendary champion. And if you pull him, like I said a minute ago, I am so sorry. Let's assume Vlad hits really hard. And then even if I gave him an extra turn on his A2, say his A2 said that it does the leech, AoE damage, and then it takes turn meter or just decreases turn meter by 50% of everybody out there, and then gets an extra turn. I still wouldn't be like, okay, this guy hits AoE, he gets an additional turn, now I can do his A3 and go do single target to somebody. I would be like, yeah, that sounds kind of like Yannicka, right? Yannika's going to do her A2, single target, hits very, very hard, and then as long as she, what? She always gets to take an additional turn. If she crits, she gets Veil, but regardless, she gets an additional turn, and then she can do her AoE A3. So Yannicka's already kind of got a move like that. I'm not trying to say this guy has that move. I'm saying we could just give it to him. His A2 could just take an additional turn and he could lower everybody's turn meter by 50%. And I still think we'd be sitting here going, I don't know if I'm going to really use him. He's strong then, but I don't kill somebody, 50% turn meter, heal to full with Constantine on the team. It's hard to get another legendary champion to go with one. I have 3 Rotos. I don't have a Siphi, so if I had that combo, like those are the best combos in the game. Siphi and Rotos are the most overpowered combo in the game. I doubt Vlad and Constantine are going to be as strong as they are. I mean, Constantine's just going to be a beast then, and to have Vlad on the team, he's going to do all sorts of crazy stuff. Now, that could happen. We don't know about that yet, so of course, go for the fusion. Always go for the fusion if you can. Let's look over the rest of these. So these are all the other fusions we've had. We've only ever had 2 other Void fusions, and one of them I really just won, because Sir Nick was done before global release, before most of us even played this game. They kind of gave it to everybody as a test to test out fusions, and you could do it with uncommons and rares to get Sir Nick. So this was quite a long time ago. I wasn't around for that. A lot of you weren't around for that, so we're going to kind of throw out Sir Nick. We're not going to worry about him. But the other one we have is Tormund. Tormund is nuts overpowered. Really and truly overpowered. He's been nerfed, buffed, nerfed, and then recently buffed again. You thought it was a nerf because he wasn't going to freeze as often as long as he didn't take a turn, but really since he has a higher chance to freeze whenever you do turn meter or get a buff, it's kind of broken. So Tormund, and then Tormund's A1, and at least thank God we have Pixnil now, and she is buffed up to counter Tormund. Plus, an iconic creature like Dracula coming into the game. I wanted to see Dracula around. I wanted to see him being used. And I could be completely crazy, so let me know if I am crazy, and if you think he's going to be the best thing ever, please explain it to me so I know what's going on. Rotos was amazing. All these other ones we have here, we've already talked about Versov the Grim, how he has AoE, Leech, just like Vlad, right? There's a lot of these abilities, but if you look at Underpriest Brogni, if you look at even Astralon, if they would have just given this guy a Void champion, the same kit that Astralon has, I would have been like, okay, that's pretty cool. Void champion, he's got a pretty decent kit, right? We got damage, we can bring somebody back, we can do AoE stuns. If they're under Veil, we've got more that we can strip there. I think it was Veil, right? Be pretty good. But when you look at all these things that we have some really good ones. If he was Herndig, if he was a Void Herndig, I would be in love. I love Herndig. If he had everything that Herndig had, decreased defense, decrease accuracy, take an additional turn, blast everyone, hit that one. If he crits, hits everyone. Herndig is one of my favorite champions in the game. He's just too much fun. So if he was anything like these other ones, it would be great. And of course, we don't want to copy paste. I'm just comparing the power of a lot of these fusions. You know, the best fusions. The best of the best fusions. And this is the only other since Tormund, we're not including Sir Nick, Void Fragment, Void Legendary, Void Fusion that we've had before. So not only did I want a vampire to be very powerful, I wanted a Void vampire to be extremely powerful, or at least, like, we would say, yeah, I'll use him sometimes. I'll use him somewhere, but right now I can't think of anywhere to use him compared to all these other guys that we've pulled. There's so many other better ones. I'm not going to say, like, Mother Sai is better than he is, but, you know, maybe in certain situations she is better. We'll have to see. But even if this guy can hit extremely hard, I don't know. I'm just not down with it. Plus, if he kills somebody, he does get a 2 turns of Revive on Death, which Kutrexa has that. Come over here to Kutrexa. She gets a 1 turn if she crit hits when she kills somebody. 1 turn of Revive on Death, and she comes into the game with a Revive on Death for 2 turns. And this really hasn't done well for her. There's too many things that block buffs being put up. There's too many things that just kill you. Plus, when you Revive on Death, I feel like they need to make Revive on Death stronger. Like, you come back with 60% HP. I think that'd be really good. They should do that overall, and then Mother Sai would be even better. Coming back, I don't know, then that one dude, the one Archangel would be so powerful then, because you can't remove that Revive on Death. We could still block it, right? Another Void Legendary Champion I'm talking about, by the way. What's his name? There he is, Cardiel. Cardiel is amazing. Even if Vlad had some of Cardiel's skills, he would be pretty cool too. So I don't know. I just don't get it. When I look at everything that Vlad can do and I compare him to any of these out here, say I go to Leoris. He's part of the 10 times right now. If we go over to Skinwalkers and we look at his kit, I mean, this guy's kit is pretty damn sweet. You know he's going to wreck shop, and then if this skill is not used, he's immune to stun, freeze, sleep, provoke, all of these. Then he's got a cool passive with this unkillable buff, does more damage. You know, Vlad should have something like this. A vampire doing more damage for more HP lost. I'm not saying that that's 100% a vampire thing, but maybe stealing more health and being unkillable. Yeah, since he's a vampire, being unkillable and then stealing more health would be insane. I don't know. I just don't feel like, because Leech, I guess Leech is supposed to be the vampire thing. I don't even feel like his kit is something that a vampire would want. You know, calling out all vampires out there, you guys let me know. If you're a vampire, do you want destroy their max HP? Heals, okay, heals, but maybe heal on everything. Heal, and then be HP based and attack based. Be like Mountain King. HP and attack base, or like Rhodos. Rhodos is actually better because the split between HP and attack is 50-50. I think Mountain King benefits a little bit more from HP. I'm not 100% sure, but if he was a good split of 50%, like either way you went, if you want attack or you want HP, he would still get the same benefit as far as the damage he does. That would be really sweet. That would make this guy very versatile, and we don't know if he does yet. I hope they do that. And maybe they can spice them up a little bit. I doubt they are. We've never really seen them go back to the drawing board and revise these champions. Hell, man, we can't get them to revise our regular champions except for like every year. It was really cool when the Mountain King came out because they weren't coming out with that many legendary champions back then. And when the Mountain King came out, we were all like, man, this guy is terrible. And they revised him 2 times in 2 weeks, something like that. But they went back and immediately revised that champion. And he is a fragment fusion, so we're all going to get a chance to get him. I'm sure it's going to be pretty easy. I just wanted something else. I'm a little disappointed. That's all. I'm just a little disappointed. I'm sure he's going to look cool. I'm sure his moves are going to look cool. And it's going to be really sad that I got to vault this guy and never see a Dracula in the game. I mean, just think about our boy Ninja. Like, I get to see Ninja everywhere. Ninja is so good on the clan boss. He's so good on a lot of Doom Tower stuff, a lot of Doom Tower bosses. He's a great champion. Ninja can be used everywhere from beginning to end. I would expect a champion like this, a Void Legendary, I keep saying it guys, Void Legendary, to be as good as at least Ninja. I want this guy to be good. So let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to stop rambling. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.